Hi everyone, so if you're watching this video, you are probably either a fan of Lord of the Rings or one-page rules, or perhaps both. I'm definitely a fan of both. I play both the Middle-earth strategy battle game, and of course various of the OPR games in my Wargames club. So I decided to put my passion for both franchises together into a single game project that I call Age of the Ring. Age of the Ring is a one-page rule system wargame supplement. It basically uses the Age of Fantasy rule system, but adapts it to take on more of the flavor that I would associate with Lord of the Rings. What I like about the one-page rule system is that it is a very simple game to play, and it's very easy to onboard people into the game itself. It's very accessible in that regard, in a genre of game that is generally speaking not very accessible at all. However, sometimes the game can feel a little bit too simplistic. So I wrote Age of the Ring with the OPR game system in mind to add more additional flourishes and details that I think would bring to mind more of the Middle-earth strategy battle game. Age of the Ring is not really a replacement for either game system. I like both game systems and I intend to continue to play both of them. However, think about this game as a supplement. I think it offers you a unique way to play Lord of the Rings with a system that is either freely available and easy to learn, or already familiar to a large number of gamers in the gaming community. Age of the Ring makes a few modifications to that basic system, changing a few rules here and there, but otherwise keeps the rest of the game system intact. I've tried to faithfully recreate the major factions from Lord of the Rings in Age of the Ring, and you can play with staple factions like Isengard and Rohan, and of course more niche ones like Khand and the Shire. As it stands, Age of the Ring primarily consists of two core books, Age of the Ring and Age of the Ring Skirmish. The former is the baseline version of the game and maps on basically to Age of Fantasy. The latter is the skirmish version, intended for smaller scale play, using the Age of Fantasy skirmish rules. I've also written a supplemental book, which I call the Legendarium, of course, which provides rules for legendary heroes and villains of Middle-earth. I think that is a necessary component to make Lord of the Rings what it is. You cannot imagine playing a Lord of the Rings game without access to some of the famous legendary heroes, like Aragorn or Saruman, or even Sauron. If you'd like to take a look at this project, you can get the rules from the newly created Hardly Heroic Discord. There you can also participate in providing feedback and suggestions on the rules and various different ways that you can help to improve them. Alternatively, if you email me, I'll always send you a latest copy of the rules. I'd like to also shout out our Discord member, Doombane, who has also created the OPR-friendly Lord of the Rings rules in the baseline Age of Fantasy rule system that you can get from the Community tab on the OPR Army Forge page. If you want to experience Lord of the Rings in a new way, consider Age of the Ring. Right now, I'm working on an expansion book called The Fourth Age of the Ring, which is intended to take place in the Fourth Age of Middle-earth, and it draws heavy inspiration from the unfinished sequel to Lord of the Rings. Suggestions and opinions are also welcome. Remember to like and subscribe. The channel has been creeping up towards 1,000, and it would mean a lot to me if we could get there. Thank you for listening. Until next time, take care.